How you guys doing? Today we're gonna do a long-term review on eBay, cheap eBay coilovers. JDM, I think they're called. They're from China, and we're actually doing this review not because of our choice, but rather out of the necessity, because this Lincoln Navigator is actually located in Europe, so we weren't able to get more quality parts because we would have to pay like $1,500 for shipping. But the good news is these coilovers have been on the car for maybe like month and a half, and they're actually doing a great job. The ride is a little bit harder, but considering the fact that we don't have to mess with the air suspension no more, they're actually great. When we paid maybe like $200, $250 for them, and I had to pay maybe like $300 for shipping. The swap was actually pretty easy. For the backside, all you have to do is unbolt this screw right here, and there are 3 more screws on the top. However, I left the solenoid right here and the height sensor on just to avoid any codes from the air suspension system. When it comes to the front, I did the same thing. When it comes to the solenoid, I just fastened it here to the frame. The process is same as it is on the back. All you have to do is unbolt these 3 bolts on top, this big bolt right here on the bottom, and you will have to undo the tie rod ends right here. And that is basically it. It's pretty much a simple swap. The thing is that I have to emphasize is there was no sign on the shocks that stated if they belong to the left or the right side, so you basically have to pay attention to the sloping of this upper mount right here. So you got to be careful not to put the wrong shock in the wrong place. When it comes to their functionality, as I said before, they're actually doing a pretty great job for $200 shocks. The ride is a little bit harder, but it's still pretty good, and this actually was a pretty good choice when it comes to swap. So there you go. If you are looking at the Amazon or eBay for JDM shocks for your Lincoln Navigator or Ford Expedition, this is actually a pretty decent choice.